Okay, we're live. Oh, there's no crossfade or anything? Okay, well, I probably can only do like a crossfade for like scene transitions maybe? Yeah, okay. So I could possibly do a separate title card like frame, maybe. Hey, welcome to Pixels Unboxes Japanese swag and candy. I might actually take out some of the candy stuff first just to show the boxes, but I'll probably save eating them until after that. And I'm not even sure if I don't know if I eat them. I'm probably gonna put my headset like kind of nearby, so that you're not like picking up all the chewing sounds. That'd be kind of gross. So anyway, that's probably another reason why I should save it for the end. But maybe I actually show the boxes because the boxes are kind of insane. I'm gonna bring up the chat window here. Um, anyway, so I'm gonna start by just showing the Pocky boxes. But first, for reference, this is a box of Pocky that you can get from Walmart. There are like larger boxes. Like I think like when I first got into Pocky, they usually came standard in like something that's roughly twice this size, like roughly twice as wide, and has like twice as many like little sleeves of Pocky. I actually probably just also unbox this and eat it eventually. I probably won't eat this on stream because I've already. But yeah, like this is like the regular sleeve, and I think most of the standard. I think of the standard size Pocky boxes have like 2 of these inside it. Yeah, these are like, yeah, if you go to Walmart, at least Walmart that there's like no guarantee that your Walmart will have Pocky, but or that you'll even live somewhere that has a Walmart. But for my handful of international viewers, I think I may have like 1 or 2 international viewers, mostly because I stream late. So we deal with people who are still up or people who live in other countries, other time zones. But anyway, hopefully my friend Aaron, he went to Japan and got all this cool stuff for me. Will be in the chat soon. I don't have a chat like on screen. I have room to put the chat, but I lost like so much stuff when I accidentally like deleted my whole configuration. I might eventually put chat back up, but for the new live stream, I may have like room to put the chat up, so I might just go ahead and do that. But like it requires a whole like intricate script thing, so yeah. Anyway, for reference, here's standard Pocky box size. I'll probably put the mic up against each other. This is the Shinshu Kaiho? Kaiho. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I consider myself pretty good at pronouncing Japanese. Well, I think this is supposed to be a type of grape. I've tried the so this is for reference. I can't even see myself. There we go. This is like the like single serving, I guess, Pocky box, and the Shinshu Kaiho. And what's funny is that he found this at the like a shop in the airport terminal. He could not find any Pocky. Like they went to, I don't know how many candy stores they went to, but they found a bunch of Kit Kat stuff. But like you think Pocky would be all over the place in Japan? Like it comes from Japan. Apparently, like well, what interesting thing happened is that he like showed me pictures of like all the different, and this is like the giant Pocky. Apparently, this isn't giant Pocky. although they're both like giant boxes, so I don't know if they're technically both giant Pocky, and it's only one indicates. Um, but this is a giant Pocky, Dream Pocky, which has a really like I don't know if it really. It doesn't really pick up on. It has kind of a chromatic kind of like hologram, I guess, type of. Yeah, it doesn't really come up well on the camera. Oh, you can see some of the. No, that's just the. Yeah, this is the giant Pocky. This is multiple flavors. I don't know what they all are. I can't. One is orange. I think one might. Oh, this doesn't even have the banana in it. This only has the 5 flavors. The one I saw on the website had like banana. I think one of this is like a tea flavor. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like that. I think one of them is strawberry. I know there's a blueberry flavor in like a. I think they actually had like a larger box with even more stuff in it, so that might have been the one that actually had like more flavors. So I kind of wish he gotten that, but it's more expensive almost certainly. Although I had like $14 left, so I possibly could have. I don't know how much that cost. I had to ask him. But this does have an orange flavor. They actually had a box of orange Pocky, which I'm kind of interested in because I like orange flavor. I don't like actual oranges, and I like orange Julius's, which are kind of. I love orange Julius's, but I think there's strawberry. I don't know if I like strawberry that much. One of them might be grape. I don't know. But anyway, like this is like supposedly like exclusive to like Nagano. So although the airport wasn't actually in Nagano, or might have maybe been like the Nagano province, or I don't know. But like this is like very rare Pocky. But I've tried grape Pocky, but it was like the I don't know. It's like the grape Pocky dip, or I can't remember. I wish I could bring up like pictures of the but I got like from Tokyo Otaku Mode or otakumode.com, which I recommend, although I'm not sponsored. But if Otaku Mode wants to sponsor me, they can like message me over YouTube or something. I don't think I have nearly the influencer cred to get a sponsorship from anyone, let alone Otaku Mode. Although they're, I don't know, they. I'll work for free stuff. I will work for Pocky. Just send me a crate of Pocky, and like my favorite flavor is winter Pocky, and probably second would be the grape. I guess plain Pocky's cool too. Go ahead and look up. Yeah, it's a squeeze. Grape Pocky squeeze, which are like kind of shorter Pocky sticks. I think that the actual like biscuit or whatever stick that is actually also mildly grape flavored. But this is crazy. I have no idea when Aaron will be home to be able to like participate in chat. So, because I kind of want him to be here to just answer like questions that I have about like where he found all this stuff. I'm gonna save the game reveal for later, but we're gonna start with or continue rather with some Ayumi Hamasaki stuff, which is of little interest to anyone who besides me probably. So here's I sent him a list of like stuff that I was looking for, and there's a part of the list was like showing like my collection, like, and it was in red. So I don't know, and I had, I wish he was in the chat so I could ask him. Um, but there's a couple of things in here that I already have, and I knew this was a risk. I think he got me like five, five different things, two of which I already have, one of which I already intend to get a Blu-ray of, but I guess it's kind of cool because this is a different packaging anyway, so, I mean, for collection purposes, it's fine. But yeah, but the funny thing is, one of the things I already have has a cracked case. So, like, and actually, I think the CD is the CD holder is actually bad too. So, like, this is actually this is definitely a boon to have a pretty much mint copy of it. So, I'm perfectly fine with having this in a proper box that is not broken inside and out. So, at least I'm assuming it's not broken inside. Let's actually open it. And one of the things I may have to, I might just go on to the Yumi Hamasaki forums and see if, like, they have any kind of, like, a trading post or something. Yeah, like, the case is in, oh yeah, it's in excellent condition. So, it's like Countdown Live 2005 to 2006, so, like, I'm glad to have this. There's only, like, one other thing that I have that's a bit, like, has a cracked case, and I might have to go to eBay, even though, like, the stuff on eBay is much more expensive than Amazon, because their very first album, A Song for XX, like, it has the obi, which is this little thing that goes over the side. But the case is cracked, and the thing is that the format of the case is very different from, like, a standard CD case. So I can't just, like, get, like, a regular jewel case, and you can probably, maybe I can see the crack there. It's more of a scratch really than an outright crack, but yeah, I, like, try to put, like, a different, but, like, the hinge wouldn't fit, and I think it's slightly wider than I think a regular CD case. So the other thing, but the funny thing is, the copy of one of her newer albums, Love Again, I already have this. It's like a CD, DVD. I was looking for the Blu-ray version, because I want to get as many of these. I have, like, two of her albums that have a Blu-ray edition, and this is one of them. Might be a little harder to find, because it's an older, newer album. This is actually the first one that had a Blu-ray edition. But the funny thing is, this one's cracked. So when it comes to the stuff he got me as duplicates, I have one uncracked DVD that I have, but that's uncracked. The one he got me is uncracked, and this is one where I have one's in fairly good condition. That the version he found me is cracked, so I guess I have the cracked edition in my collection. It might make it less desirable for anyone wanting to trade, but, like, or something. But I don't know. Like, this may make it completely worthless to anyone who's collecting. And it was like 950 yen, so it's like almost $9.50. It may have been a good deal. I don't know. Like, I don't know who's gonna actually, like, I don't think there's anyone in America who would like, I which is why I would think of just going to like the fan forums and seeing if there's anyone, uh, because and of course like the chances of me moving this are even like worse because it is in terrible condition. Um, like if I opted to send it back like just right after I got it because it was in terrible condition, um, I probably could have gotten a refund, but like at this point, like it seems like the statute of limitations has run out. I just have to be like, honest. Oh yeah, my friend like went to Japan and actually bought me a better condition version of this. So can I send it back and get a refund? Probably not. So for stuff that I don't already have, there is a Summer Best, which is the only best of album. Um, or I think one of the few. Like there's some ballads albums, but uh, I was kind of looking for the DVD version of this, but really, to be perfectly honest, I have like DVDs and Blu-rays of all of her albums, so I don't think there's anything like particularly special on the DVD that I don't already have, like on Blu-ray, or if they have like a full box set of all like her music videos from the start of her career to 2011. Like this was released when 2012, so yeah, I doubt there's like any music videos on here that I don't already have on one of the DVDs or my Blu-ray set. So um, I might look into like if there's like any special like featurettes or some like concert footage on the DVD for a Summer Best. But at this point, like and besides that, I already have like for a best 1 and 2, I actually have like both the DVD and CD editions because I didn't like realize like it's really easy to watch. Like you can just pop it in and play it on VLC because it circumvents the region encoding. So then there's Stadium Tour 2002. I think there's also a thing that sort of came out like the same year that I might have to like for just completion's sake. It's like a lot of her DVDs are like in translucent cases. The only solution to this problem would be like either repurchasing it, which is what happened with Aaron, or that was like 750 yen. Probably pretty good deal. Like most of these are fairly good deals. And so it's definitely like worth it for the Countdown Live because this is just terrible. Love Again like is in actually worse condition than what the one I have, which I guess gonna make it even harder to move. But those stuff was like $9.50 each. But these are from Book Off, which was actually the place that was like recommended. I got the receipt even. Book Off Super Bazaar. Rock and Roll Circus. That's not in there. Did they mislabel one of them? Yeah, I think they mislabeled. This is like Next Level 2009, and it says like Rock and Roll Circus Special Limited Edition. This is not Rock and Roll Circus at all. It's Arena Tour 2009 Next Level. Didn't have any luck finding any Blu-rays, apparently. And in particular, this is the one I'm looking for a 3D Blu-ray of. Um, but yeah, I think it's nice to have just for like completion's sake. And this is a very different cover than what the 3D Blu-ray has anyway. I think the 3D Blu-ray doesn't even show Ayumi herself on it. The stadium tour, I think there's like an arena tour of 2002 or something like that. So that's an area where I'm gonna have to work on completion. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I got some Ghibli like Beanie Baby type things. I kind of wanted like the larger plushies, but those were like really expensive apparently. So I had no idea how much these actually cost. But this is like the Kiki's Delivery Service cat. I haven't watched Kiki's Delivery Service yet. I have a complete like Miyazaki film collection that I've built up, and I'm working on just Ghibli stuff in general now. Next one I'll probably get will be Secret of Variety. I might actually get that with like what I have left over, which is like $14. So I might, because it's like $13 to get Secret of Variety, which I forget the ones I've heard good things about. So, and here's like the Cat Bus, which I've definitely watched My Neighbor Totoro. It's probably one of my favorite Ghibli films. Yeah, I like cats and I like Ghibli, so cats and Ghibli. Maybe one day I will get the actual like full size plushies, but those will have to like import or some of these might actually not need to be imported. So there's some gotcha. I think he got a bunch of gotcha stuff, but I think most of it was for himself. So I guess maybe he got like very few. This might be a duplicate. I don't know. I think he just knows that I'm a fan of Dragon Quest. So yeah, this actually like when I first saw it, I thought it was a green slime, but it's actually like in a blue container, so it's a yellow slime. I know we might actually have to make a video, although I probably won't be live streaming it, but like let's get it aired into place with like maybe my cell phone camera. Although I don't know, we could probably live stream it with my cell phone if I can figure out how that works. But yeah, this is like a yellow slime. I would have liked the iconic blue slime, but yeah, beggars can't be choosers. Although like he had enough like yen coins like left over, like enough money from my stuff left over. He probably could have put a few more coins into the. Yeah, you got a whole bunch of yen coins. And as a Panorama 1/2, there's a particular character who uses a 5 yen coin to like I don't know if like focus like chi or something. Her name is like Hinako. And her whole shtick is that she like I think like when she uses up all her chi or something, she transforms into a little girl. But she's like in her mid-20s, and she's an English teacher. Anime are weird. I also need to like watch Rama 1/2. It's been so long. And I got an entire like gotcha capsule, gotcha palm capsule of filled with loose Japanese loose change. I also got some like weird candy. I don't even know what it is. I mean, he got a bunch of candy. I kind of wish he broke me up a piece of one of the Kit Kat bars, but I can probably like import Kit Kat from through Otaku mode. So but it's like Uma, I think it has like supposedly has like trading cards in it, and it's like got a Lovecraftian Eldritch Abomination theme going. I don't know. I might. I suppose I'll open in camera just to I'll probably keep the box just to like see what there's like a map of the world. Oh, it's UMA, Unidentified Mysterious Animals. Okay, that's what it stands for. Unidentified Mysterious Animals. Of course, they use the map that's centered on Japan, or well, roughly standard. It's probably more centered around Hawaii or whatever. And something happened in 1979 involving a UFO, and that's all I know. I can't read any of the other text. I don't know. I can see like I put up a scan of this and so I can get a screenshot and run it through Google Translate, or I could just pull up Google Translate on my phone and see if it can make any sense of this. Okay, here we go. Here's some. Oh, actually, this must be a standard. I recognize this from Persona 4 at least. I did bring up my Persona 4 title cards. That's an eventual Let's Play. But I did like a title card that has like a way of tracking the social qualities. So apparently like this this is like what the backs of the cards look like. There's like a giant like octopus thing, I guess. Giant octopus who fights the mega shark. You can see it has like if this is exactly like the Persona 4, then it has like really good knowledge, courage, and diligence. Like, apparently giant octopi have very good knowledge, courage, and diligence. Assuming that this is like just a standard format for tracking attributes, and they're exactly the same attributes for every like completely standardized. It is like top secret confidential. It's both top secret and confidential. Apparently. Oh, it's a Kraken. I unleashed the Kraken. So apparently Krakens have really good knowledge, courage, and diligence. And maybe a little lower understanding. They don't understand a lot of things, and they're not particularly expressive. Expression is their least favorite trait, apparently. They have some fairly decent understanding. It's nowhere near like they're maxed out on knowledge, courage, and diligence. Then we have the sea serpent, which is like a giant swimming slug kind of, and that its stats aren't quite as impressive as the. Although like all of the stats are like almost maxed out to some extent. Like it has very good knowledge and courage. Again, assuming that this is the exact same thing as Persona 4. And then kind of somewhat weak diligence, understanding, and expression. But its understanding and expression is still well, I don't know. Its understanding is on par with the Kraken, but its expression is a little better than the Kraken. And it's like 15 to 60 meters apparently. I don't know what the heck that means. Like approximately, I don't know. I'm not really sure that is alluding to. Because again, I don't read Japanese. So, what would be crazy if there is like an actual like standardized format that just like that the Pentagon thing, like it literally is always courage, knowledge, diligence, expression, and understanding. It's probably an entirely different set of attributes, though. Let's see what the actual candy is like. It's a bunch of colored balls. I have no idea what the flavors are. Like probably like a whole lot of lemon, which I'm gonna hate because lemon's one of my least favorite flavors. Maybe vanilla or mint for like the white ones. Probably strawberry for the pink ones and orange for the orange ones. Um, we'll try those a bit later when we get to the food section here. This figure is actually a bit larger than I thought it would be. And there's another figure I'm probably going to get to go with this. It's Nanako Dojima from Persona 4. I also want to get one of Risei Kujikawa. I believe sort of complements this because it's like volume 2. I think Risei might be volume 1. Let's see, is this it's cool like that the people, I guess people in Japan like value the boxes for things a lot more than people in America because like this is I believe is a used figure or secondhand aftermarket, but like they kept the box and traded it in. And the games actually have 2 games, but only one I'm gonna actually play on stream at least immediately. We're gonna see how well it even has like the like bubble wrap in it. I don't know if that came with like the original, but so here's we're actually getting some proper unboxing here. This is the stand. Oh, this is like some assembly required apparently. I don't know if the bubble wrap is part of the original or not, but I got Nanako herself. The stand, which I guess is she has like multiple spots she can stand, I guess. And then the TV with the TV with Everyday Young Rife Junesu. Oh yeah, I think it's how it goes. Everyday Young Rife Junesu. That's how the Japanese version is, in the sense that this is made in Japan. That's how Everyday Young Rife Junesu. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know if it's like because I need to have more points on her feet, or just to have it be so there's no confusion as to where each of her feet goes. It's actually a pretty nice sized statue. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I definitely want to keep the box too, just out of respect for the person who kept the box originally. And also because I also appreciate a good, like, the commercial art design. So, I'm probably gonna keep this box too because it's just pretty crazy. Anyway, so we're actually coming up to the end of everything here. And still no one's tuned in, so I suppose I could also open the other Ayumi Hamasaki DVDs just for the heck of it. I always ask Aaron questions about some of this stuff over Facebook Messenger, but oh, I have another AVEX voucher for it looks like the inside of the case, though, it's a little cracked on the I guess the binding, for lack of a better term, but like it's not visible from the outside, so it looks in pretty good shape. Oh, this one's cracked too, although it might be easier to replace this one, hopefully. Or at least like the it's hard to tell how much of this may have happened in transport. So we just sue the airline. This stuff still looks in pretty good shape. Not that I really care that much because I'm not gonna like. I just have it for. Doesn't have the obi though. No obi. There's no obi. This came directly from Japan. Like you think that like they would, everyone would be keeping the obis. Not sure about. I don't think about Open Love again, but it was the individual disc looks like. The backs are basically pretty much identical. I'll have to like see if the DVD version is the same as the 3D Blu-ray. I mean, it might be from the same like tour, but it might be a different performance, perhaps. So, like a different like edit from between the 3D one and the I don't know. So here is our final thing, which is our game reveal. About like 40 minutes and 30 seconds in. I might even put the link for anyone who just wants to see the game reveal. There's actually two things in here, only one of them which was actually bought recently. I kind of would want to ask Aaron about, I imagine that he got the first one the last time he went to Japan, which was a few years back. And I guess he decided to give it to me because, knowing how much of a fan of this series I am, and for the interest of ultimately forcing me to eventually buy yet another game on top of these two that he's given me. But anyway, well, first we have, this isn't exactly in the best shape, but but it's a freaking old game. Mother. And I'm not as concerned about having this, but or the second one, because I already have like Earthbound Beginnings and Earthbound 2 and Earthbound on like Virtual Console, and I have like I think I have 3 different. I purchased Earthbound like 3 times basically. I purchased it once for Wii U, once for 3DS, and then I have it yet again on the SNES Classic. So, I guess having a physical copy of Mother brings me up to 2 copies of the original game. Now all I need is the prototype cartridge, which is I don't know if any of the prototype cartridges are actually out there for sale in the wild. So they're all in the hands of like collectors who probably gonna want to keep them. So I have absolutely no way of playing this on the original hardware because I actually need a proper Famicom. So he's just gonna have to fly back to Japan and buy me a Famicom. Although I think he has a Famicom, so he could lend it to me if I like really wanted to play it on the original hardware. The only problem would be Mother 2, which it's easy enough to mod your So I think this is like a map. So I mean, this is like probably the cool thing about having the actual like copy. I'll be very careful with the map. Apparently there's no manual of this, though. Like either the copy he had didn't have the manual, or perhaps this is the manual. But I wouldn't be extremely surprised if this was the manual. Like, because it has, like, roughly... Yeah, this is probably the manual. Like, it's just presented in the form of a poster. But yeah, like, this is, like, the world map, and then, like, on the opposite side, it's, like, like, they have a diagram of the controller. So this is pretty much, yeah, it's even numbered. I'm not sure if this is unconventional. Because I don't own any other Famicom games, so, this is the first Famicom game that I've come into possession of. So, maybe someone who knows about these things can tell me in the comments below. Oh, it looks like one of the flaps has come off. So, in case you haven't guessed, from the fact that I mentioned that this is the first game, I don't own the second one yet. At least not, physically. And certainly not the Japanese version. But, here's our big reveal of... Drumroll, please. I don't know. Mother free! I have a repro cartridge somewhere. It's probably the bag someplace. I have like a repo of Mother 1 and 2, which is probably another one that I'd want to get eventually. Actually, another thing I'd be interested in getting, although it probably would cost an arm and a leg, is there's a like Game Boy Micro that like came in like I think a special box set with Mother 3. I don't think I had them looking for that. I kind of doubt they have it, but there's like a Game and D Shop Trader. He found like a copy of this like that was like I think 5,000 and some yen. It's like 700. 37.80. So that's actually like really good considering I think importing it is like $50 or so. The funny thing is like they actually do like kind of like they have like almost the same. This is like slightly shorter. So like they kind of I don't know what the Mother. I'd have to ask him like what the size of the Mother 2 box. I imagine it's roughly in line, so like these would actually like go well together because like it was like Super Famicom cartridges are probably fairly similar to the. I was also tempted to have them look for Chrono Trigger because I'm pretty sure that Chrono Trigger is actually a lot cheaper in Japan to get it in the box, and the box for the Super Famicom version of Chrono Trigger is actually kind of cooler. Like it has the full cast. It's kind of cooler in some ways, but maybe not. It's cool in other ways because it doesn't have like the. But anyway, maybe I'll get some of these things when I go to Japan on my own, and I don't know. Like I had a goal to go there in 2020, which seemed like attainable when I first like set it out. Like, because it was like a couple years ago, and like now I'm like not all that much closer to like having enough like resources. I have my inheritance, but that's going into an able account, because otherwise it's gonna like count against my like disability stuff for my having Asperger's. This is not like an ideal condition, but as long as it's complete, which we'll see shortly. It is in fact complete in box. We know it's in the box, but what's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? I'll take it out of the shrink wrap. It's not even the original shrink wrap, so. Ooh, that's not good. That is not good. The sticker is not over the shrink wrap. It's actually on the box. I don't know how, the sticker might be. Okay, it's not. It's actually a very easy sticker to peel off. Fortunately, most modern stickers are made of like a substance that's easier to peel off, so that's good. How did I compare this to the repro that I have? If I ever find the repro I have, I don't have my DS charged right now. I can see if it actually fits in the. Oh, it does. I think it's not. I think that the Game Boy Advance is region free. Hopefully, I can't really test that because I don't think. Again, I don't think there's any charge. Oh, okay. It has a power button, so. We actually fired up. Okay. Maybe it is region locked. Like it'll fit in a slot, but it might have like there might be some mechanism that's like keeping it from registering the game. Or maybe not. Hopefully I didn't like just wreck the Game Boy Advance slot by putting in a Japanese cart, because that would be freaking. It actually has like a ticking clock. To show how limited my time to play Game Boy Advance games uh on my DS is, like, literally. Okay, let me. Oh, there we go. I have to have it like in the cartridge at startup. Let's have like the manual, I think. Has a picture of the micro. It has some bunch of text in Japanese. I can skip by. It has Game Boy Player. I guess it must like use the yep, has Brownie Brown. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if there's a way to turn down the brightness. There I can. Has some save files on it. Only played 17 hours and 26 seconds, or 26 minutes. Seems like well, free. It's like 12 years old now. You hear the music? So yeah, I got a legit copy of Mother Free. And I guess it may be unusual for manuals to be presented as, or at least by the time the Game Boy Advance rolled around. I was even showing I guess the DS must have been out by the time this game came out, because it like shows diagrams of the DS. It was just like just so. And now this video is almost certainly gonna be flagged by Nintendo. Just for like the brief bit of over a speaker. Yeah, I don't know. I might do the like Pixels tries Pocky stuff later, because it's about supper time, and I'll probably have the Pocky for dessert. So I'll probably make that a separate video. Anyway, I think I showed the slime. It's kind of a stress ball type thing. Yeah, that's basically it. Took me about an hour to go through everything. Almost an hour. So, yeah, so, thanks for watching, all 0 of you. Maybe there'll be people watching this after it, airs, hopefully at some point. Aaron will probably almost certainly watch it, so, hi Aaron! Be sure to, like, put some comments about, like, stuff I've been wondering about, I suppose. Like, when you got Mother. It has like 2 manuals, like one sort of mini manual. Don't even know what. It shows like the psi abilities or something. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. I still the Breath of the Wild here. Um, Thanks for watching. You can follow us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. It'll help me get Mother 2 eventually. And there's LCS and DTV, and I'll see you possibly later tonight to play some Mother free. Till then, sayonara.